What is up? What is going on, everybody? I am back with the Mariners post game. As always, before I get into it, if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button for me. My next big goal is 2,000 subs. You can hit the like button on the video. Even if you're not a Mariners fan, you just want to support the channel, hit that for me. And keep the comments coming. Love engaging with everybody in the comment section. Always a lot of fun. As I get more subs, I apologize, and more comments. If I don't get to every comment, I do apologize, but I try and answer every single one of them. Mariners win 7-6, 2 in a row. They win a one-run game, although maybe not the most conventional way to play a one-run baseball game. But they win a one-run game. They're 2 in a row. They're back over 500. I think Houston was off today, so I think they moved within 4.5 of the wild card. Listen, take it. I mean, at this point, like, this sort of tough to do post games every night for me. And maybe some people can do it, and I'm proud of the fact that I've done one for pretty much every game -2. But sometimes it's just not a lot to say. A good win. They need to string some of these together. They need to win some series. They're back to 2-2 since the All-Star break. That's good after losing the first two, and some good performances today. We'll start on the pitching side here. That's the Twins. We're not going to dive too much into the Twins pitching. Come on, mouse. Why is my mouse being weird? If I flip it around here. This is what you guys came to watch, me fumbling around with my mouse for 20 minutes. I didn't think Logan Gilbert was bad today. I thought he was actually pretty solid. The Twins just fouled off a lot of pitches early. That first inning and that third inning put a lot of pressure on Logan. Kudos to him for getting through 5 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, 5 Ks. I thought Logan Gilbert was just fine today. I think the high pitch count just came down to a lot of balls being fouled off. They got into a little trouble early on there in the game, in the third inning and stuff. Nice job. I believe it was in the 4th to work around a leadoff double. I thought Logan was just fine. Normally that's an outing where he goes 6 and maybe a little bit over that. So I thought he did a nice job today. Absolutely no problem with it. The only downside is that in a 4-game series, and you've got 3 with Toronto coming up with no days off, is the fact that they did have to go into the bullpen pretty heavy today. That's the only downside to it. I'm not going to put that on Logan. The Twins did a nice job battling and put up 12 hits. But just maybe one of the downsides that could come out of this game. I thought Gabe Speier was really sharp until he faced Joey Gallo and gave up the home run. Before that, Speier looked as good as he had all year. We got the full Matt Brash today. Strikeouts, mixed a walk in there, gave up a bloop hit. That is the total Matt Brash package. The occasional command, the electric slider and fastball, and then a little blooper falling in on him. Munoz was lights out, especially in the 8th inning after he hit, I forgot who he hit, but came back and struck out the side. Tough outing for Ty Adcock. Gave up the home run to Kepler, which made it look a little dangerous. Went to the 9th, 7-3. Kepler hits the 3-run home run off Adcock, but Paul Sewald comes in and gets the strikeout and gets the save. So the good news is Sewald should be fine for tomorrow. Maybe not Munoz. Brash would be questionable, and everybody else should be good to go. So overall, outside of Adcock, I thought the pitching was fantastic today. Offensively, I do want to give this team some credit. They got down there putting up what I thought were some really poor at-bats, which has kind of been the MO through the first 3-4 innings. And then they just got it together. They put up a 4-run inning in the 4th. Caballero had the base hit. Really nice at-bat by Julio to draw the bases-loaded walk. Is Julio playing great baseball right now? No, but that was a great at-bat there. Jared Kelenic drops in the single. Just when you think Kelenic's getting to that point where you're like, he's dropping off, I don't trust him, he seems to come through with some big moments in big games. 2 for 4 today with a couple RBIs from Kelenic, and that got them the 4 runs. And then they added on, which has kind of been a problem for this team as well, is not getting those tack-on runs. Gallo hits the home run at the top of the 6th, 1-run game. They come right back and get a run in the 6th. After what happened in the 6th? It was, I think, Cal walked, I think. Teo grounded out, Ty grounded out, and then the wild pitch. I think, they got that 5th run there on the wild pitch. Then Gino, I was thinking the Gino home run. Then Gino hits the bomb in the bottom of the 7th inning to really open the game up and, allow for what happened in the 9th inning to happen. That's why you add on runs, because you never know what's going to happen in baseball. And that's why it's important to do that. That's why you want those add-on runs. One-run games, you leave when you're up 4-3, 5-3. Like what do I always say? Bloop and a blast. It doesn't take much to get those games tied, but you get up 3-4 runs, becomes a little tougher. So Geno with the bomb, they need Geno's power. They absolutely need. I've hit it on the. I've hit what's a saying? Hit your fist on the table, whatever it is. But in this second half, they absolutely have to have a Geno power surge. We can talk all we want. I know I'm probably sounding like a broken record if you watch my videos every night, but we can talk all we want about trades, additions. But these guys right here, and I'm pointing to the box score, it's going to fall on these guys. They have to be the ones. Julio's got to have more at-bats like that bases-loaded walk. Geno's got to have that home run that he had. Cal, 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Nothing amazing, but they've got to have that. Kelenic, 2 for 4 with a couple RBIs. They've got to have it. That bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th. JP popped out with 1 out, made it look like they weren't going to score anymore, and they did. That's what they've got to do. These 9 guys in this lineup are more important than any trade acquisition they're going to get. That is far more important. That's the group that's going to have to come through. So we can talk about all the additions, and I have too. I'm not saying we can't talk about it, but unless these guys here step up, it won't matter. And I think Geno is one of the biggest. If they can get a big second half power surge from Geno, I think they've got a shot. Do I think they're going to? No, I think Fangraphs has them at 19 to 20% for a reason. But they've got a shot. I do think it's a realistic shot. So good to see some battle from the offense. Like I said, Logan wasn't at his best necessarily, but I thought he was just fine. And yeah, like I said, kind of an unconventional 1-run win because they're up 4 with 1 out to go, and Kepler hits the 3-run home run. But it technically does go in the books as a 1-run win. So I've hit the nail on the head. I keep saying that. I've hit the hammer, whatever the saying is for that they've got to start winning more one-run games. I meant it more in the games that are 3-2 back and forth. But you know what? This could qualify. They were down 2-0 earlier. They're down 2-0 going to the bottom of the 5th, and they found a way. It was a close game, and they found a way to pull it out. One-run games are not always, I think we tend to look at one-run games as being always battle of bullpens. It's not always. Sometimes it's games like this, and you got to find a way to hold on, and they did that. So it's 2 in a row. It's officially a winning streak. This team is still, if you look at it, they're still 9-4 in their last 13. And you got a 4-game series here with the Twins. You got to find a way here to probably win 3 out of 4. Twins are a pretty good ball club. They're probably a little bit better than their record indicates, so it's not going to be easy. And then going in tomorrow's, for example, Luis Castillo's got to be good. He can't be 5 innings, 3 earned runs. Those starts have to stop. Listen, pitching's hard. Pitching is hard. I'm not trying to tell these guys, just go throw 8 shutout innings, man. No biggie. But they need something like that. They need 6 innings, 1 run, 7 innings, 1 run, 8 innings, 1 run, 6 shutout innings, 7 shutout innings, whatever it may be. They need something like that. They need that ace Luis Castillo tomorrow, especially with the bullpen maybe being a little bit iffy after tonight in terms of how much availability you have. They need it. Castillo pitched really well in Houston a couple starts ago, but outside of that, it's been a lot of those 5-inning, 3-earned run starts, and it's been the home runs, it's been the long balls that he's given up. Got to keep the Twins in the yard, and Castillo's going to have to find a way to do that tomorrow, and they need him. Kirby too. Now Kirby's been really fantastic outside of his last start. They need him. These guys have got to step up as well. I was going to hammer the fact tonight when Logan only went 5 innings, 2 earned runs, and they were down 2-0. I was going to kind of hammer they got, the fact that I'm looking at this going, oh man, it feels like Logan's struggling isn't fair to him. The offense needs to pick him up. I've talked about that. The offense has to pick up pitchers. They did that tonight. They did it. They picked up Luis in that Tampa Bay game. Now, I'm going to go the other way. Luis has got to pick up this team. He needs to have the big start tomorrow. He needs to step up and be the ace of this team. They need it. They do. You win tomorrow, 3-game winning streak. Again, we're back into kind of the good vibes with this team. And they need to separate themselves from the 500 mark. They've done this before. They get to 500, they get a game over. Then they lose a couple in a row, and they're back to 1 game under. If this team wants to make a serious run at probably more likely the wild card, they've got to get over that. They've got to be 2, 3, 4. And they've got to be more than 3, 4 games over 500. But you guys know what I mean. They have to start separating themselves from 500. Otherwise, what you have is a 500 team. It just is what it is. They've got to start doing that. They've got the right pitchers here to do it in the last 2 games. Excuse me, it's not, is it Castillo tomorrow? It's Brian Wu tomorrow, isn't it? Oh, I'm talking about all this, and it's not Castillo tomorrow, is it? Uh-oh, should I redo this video? No, I'm not going to. And now music's playing. What is going on here? Hold on, guys. Okay, that was crazy. I hope you guys stuck with me. I'm not going to redo the video. But music starts playing. We're all a mess here. All right, let me check this out. I don't think Castillo is going tomorrow. I think it's Brian Wu, isn't it? I jumped the gun, didn't I? Let's see. Unless they're pushing Wu back. Come on, where is it? I apologize. This is super professional. It is Brian Wu tomorrow. Okay, scratch all that. Ignore the last 2 minutes. If you're in the comment section going, Jay, it's not Luis tomorrow. I'm thinking, here's my thinking on it. I forgot it's a 4-game series, and I knew Luis and Kirby were pitching the last 2 in this series, and my mind just immediately went to, a 3-game series. So Brian Wu tomorrow. I still stand by everything I said, though. Everything I said stays the same. Need Brian Wu to shove tomorrow. Need it. So let's hope they can get it done. And hopefully the Mariners can get a W and get to 3 in a row. Apologize for kind of a weird ending there. Some random music playing on the computer and then me not even knowing who's pitching tomorrow. So I'll end it on now. I'm probably tired and need to head out. So have a great night, everybody. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. I will give an update. No live streams for me this week, unfortunately. Me and my wife have a trip we're doing. Just the 2 of us. We're looking forward to that on Thursday afternoon after work. So I just, I'm not going to be able to hop on tomorrow. Wednesday night, we can't do. And Thursday, I actually would have a shot if it wasn't an afternoon game. So maybe a slim chance for tomorrow, but very unlikely. So very likely no more live streams until probably next Tuesday. So it's going to be a while before I do another live. Thank you guys all for joining me on those. Thank you guys for watching the video from the bottom of my heart. Truly appreciate it. Whether you've been with me from day one or just hit that subscribe button yesterday. So have a great night, everybody. And as always, go Mariners. Peace.